Good morning. This is Derek Dodge with Interstate Roofing. I'm conducting a repair attempt at the Livingston residence. We are here at 1428 Fenwick Drive in Marietta, Georgia. It is the 11th of October 2024. This is the second repair attempt on the front-facing slope. First repair attempt I did was on the rear slope of the garage. I'm shooting this video to coincide with our photo report. You can see I have denoted the wind damage shingle by the X. You can also see the clear creasing across the top, and the adhesive tar strip has been broken. So I'm going to get out of the way of the shingle so you can see. Also of important note, we have no creasing and no damage whatsoever to the two courses adjacent or above the repair. The reason why we do this is so that we can determine whether or not a roof is repairable. This is about a 15-year-old roof. It looks to be in pretty good shape. So what I have to do the repair, I have to break the adhesive tar strips in the two courses above, remove the nails, then remove the wind damage shingle, replace it with a like and kind quality shingle, and then refasten that back down to the roof and inspect to see if any consequential damage has happened as a result of the repair. Consequential damage would be something to the effect of creasing, which is really the fiberglass matting of the shingle fracturing and or tearing. So I'm going to be doing my utmost to make sure that I'm not lifting the shingles above a 45-degree angle or any more than is necessary to do the repairs. I want to establish a baseline first. I've got my safety harness provided. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my phone back in my pouch and I'm going to establish a baseline. So some adjusters say that no matter how high you lift, or I'm sorry, any shingle that you lift up, if you lift it past a 45-degree angle, you're going to cause creasing or granule loss. That's not the case. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to take a screenshot of this in a second. This is a speed square. We use this in construction for all sorts of applications. What I'm going to be using this here is to establish what 45 degrees is. As you can see, we have 0 here on the right and all the way up is 90 degrees. So if I hold this up like this and we go up to here, then that would be a 90-degree angle, right? So I'm definitely not going to be lifting the shingles to a 90-degree angle. But so now this is an opportunity. I'm going to kind of turn my camera so that you can see this is 45 right here. I'm going to lift it from the middle so that we get a fair assessment. That is 45 degrees. So this is a 45-degree angle. Let me go to kind of where you'll see it during the repair. So that's a 45-degree angle. I'm not going to lift these shingles any more than that. I don't need to. I'm going to do it again. When I put the new shingle in, I'm going to establish a 45-degree angle so that way you can see it. Please take a screenshot of that. If you don't trust me at my word, I won't be offended. I want to give a fair and an accurate assessment of whether or not this roof is repairable. So now that I've explained what I'm going to do, first thing that we have to do is we have to break the adhesive tar strips in the two courses above, as well as these shingles right here. These ones weren't broken. It's about 11 a.m. It's not hot, but it's not cold either. So the shingles, based off of the temperature, should be actually a little bit more pliable. Remove the nails. I'm using a flat pry bar right now to break the tar strips and remove the nails. And then I'm going to be using a magnetic hatchet, or what we call a roofer's hatchet, to install the new nails on the shingles. It's important to have a roofer's hatchet, especially on these steep roofs, because when you use a hatchet, the way you flick your wrist basically to set the nail, it matches the pitch. What you wouldn't want is to have a nail at the wrong angle, because that can cause issues down the road, like vulnerabilities for leaks, shingles tearing, things of that nature. So, also, Allstate's super reasonable when it comes to repairs. They don't try to tell me what tools to use. I have heard adjusters say like you should use a roofer's snake. That's something that homeowners would use, or DIYers. The thing with the snake is, obviously I understand the idea is, oh, I don't have to lift the shingle that high because where the nail is right here is getting set, but where it's getting hit is down here. So we only have to have the shingle right here to perform the nails getting nailed in. The issue is that if a roof isn't repairable, it's not repairable. It doesn't matter what tool you use. When you use a hatchet, the damage would appear up here. When you're using a snake, the damage would appear down here, because you have to apply immense force with the hammer because it's not actually where the nail is. So you have to hit it that much harder, and causes fracturing and tearing down here. So you're just trading damage for damage. If a roof's not repairable, it's not repairable. Again, Allstate's not trying to tell contractors what tools they can and can't use, but I do have, you know, some adjusters tell me that I have to use a snake, and that's just not true. So anyway, I missed one nail. There's nothing there. So now that I've got all the nails out, I should just be able to, nope, did I miss another nail? I did. I didn't, it's so steep, and I've got this rope, it's kind of limiting where I can kind of peek with my head to see, so I just missed that. No problem. This is a really steep roof that I don't want to fall down because it's on the second story, so if this video takes a little bit longer, I apologize. But I'm trying to do as safe a job as possible. So got to pull my phone out. It's going to keep recording on the GoPro, but I have to take overviews and close-ups so that my photo report can match the video as well. Now that I've done that, what I need to do is take the replacement This is a Lichen Kind quality shingle. This is a 3-tab organic 25-year shingle. Pretty close to color match. Georgia's not a color match state, but you know, if it is repairable, we don't want the Livingstons to have a terrible looking roof. So I used the chalk that I identified the course it belongs to line these up. Okay, so this is a brand new shingle. I'm gonna do this again. I don't want to do it against these because these are older. This, again, this is just an opportunity for you. This is a 45-degree angle. You can take a screenshot of this now if you'd like. That's 45 degrees, so I don't need to go higher than that to nail these shingles down. Ooh, I gotta tell you, my calves are not used to this. I should have brought my pitch hopper, but that's okay. So I'm definitely not going to use that nail. That nail is no good. Okay. Right in the same hole. So you don't want to go too high. You want to have the nails be right at about the shear strip. Still not lifting these above a 45-degree angle, and I'm only needing two strikes, one to set and then two to strike it with a snake. I'm sure you've watched dozens of videos with a snake. It takes far longer than that. Last one. That one took a little bit. I must have hit a stud. That's good. One more just in case, because we see a seam. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now that that's in, you take overviews and close-ups. So the camera is for sure picking it up. I'm not sure if you guys do or not. We do have some consequential damage that has happened as a result of the repair. I'll put my glove on so I don't get fiberglass into my skin. But I want to first do a baseline of control, right? So this is a brand new shingle. This is very pliable. Let's do, well, I already lifted to a 45 degree, so if the matting is fractured, If it lifts past a 45-degree angle, then what we would see when I wipe my hands across the top is we would see the granules dislodged. So it was lifted to a 45. Now let's lift it to, that's a 65-degree angle right there. So I can see that there's a lot of tension in the shingle still. Matting is totally fine, and we see absolutely no granule loss whatsoever. So let's lift it to, we would call that a 90. That's a little bit past the 90-degree angle. We still see a lot of tension in the shingle. It was slow and coming down, means it's still intact. So no granule loss whatsoever. Now we've established that I did not lift these shingles above a 45-degree angle. So if there is granule loss, what that indicates is that the matting is fractured in the shingle. So I can see, you can actually see it. Let me pull out my little trusty finger. You can see it. Let me get out of this. You can see the crease about an inch down. So that indicates that the matting is fractured, but let's, yeah, like that. We wipe our hands across the top. So the granules were already dislodged. So the next time the wind blew, they were gonna come off. So when the matting is fractured, the structural integrity of this shingle is failed, and the granules are the symptom of the failure itself, of the matting fracturing. So this is a fail. We see here, first thing I really look for is obviously tension in the shingle. There is no tension. It's like a sticky note flapping in the wind. You can see the crease already formulating. When we wipe my hands across, look at that, boom. That is a big, big fracture. So this shingle was consequentially damaged as a result of the repair. This one looks fine. Let's feel the tension. There feels to be, it feels to be a sticky note, but let's, yeah, okay. So we wipe our hands across the top. Same amount of pressure that I did on the new shingle, and we see the clear fracturing, the clear creasing. Let me get out of there so you can see the crease across here, and the crease across here. So let's look at this one. This one feels to be good. I feel tension in the shingle. We wipe our hands across. I don't see any clear creasing. I don't see any granule loss whatsoever. So I'd say this shingle's good. Lifting here, good tension. Wipe my hands. There's a little bit of a crease, but I would say that this is a pass. Same thing here. No tension, or tension. No granule loss whatsoever. And lastly, let's look at this one. I think I might have already. So of the seven tabs that were involved in the repair, 3 of them had fiberglass matting fracturing, which we would just call a crease. Crease. And a crease. Pull my phone out one more time, take a picture of that. Oh boy, I don't want to die. Hopefully my color commentary is making you laugh, because I'm almost done. There we go. Crease. And then we would put fail. So the issue is that the age and condition of this roof will not allow for repairs to be completed without causing further damage to the roof. Now, obviously, Allstate is not responsible for age and condition. Totally get that. But we're not here trying to repair age and condition. We're here trying to repair storm damage. And in the initial inspection, it appeared to be about 40 wind damaged shingles as a byproduct of the February 28th storm. So we had 3 here. I believe I had 4 on the garage. So if we just take the least amount, let's just say 3. So if I'm going to repair 40 shingles and 3 tabs are broken, by the time I'm done, even let's just say it's 2. Let's just say it's 2. That's still 80 damaged shingles in the attempt to repair 40. So we'd be causing more damage to the roof than would solve it. So the only way to get the Livingstons back to pre-loss conditions is a full roof replacement. So it's my professional opinion, and I hope I've explained it well enough and you've seen and demonstrated in the video in real time the consequential damage, that this roof isn't repairable. So what I'm going to do to end this is I'm going to be putting emergency tarps over the top of this. to protect the Livingstons from any further leaks until you guys can review this and come up with a decision. But if you have any questions, my contact information is going to be in the body of the email that this will be sent to. There'll be the video, there'll be a photo report, as well as an estimate for replacement. And that will conclude this repair attempt. You'll see the emergency tarps and the photos to follow. And that's it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe out there.